G'day guys, today we're going to try and install ChromeOS Flex on this old Windows 8 laptop. The laptop itself has a very slow AMD A4 5000 quad-core CPU and 4GB of DDR3 RAM, so it will be interesting to see how well ChromeOS Flex actually runs on this low-end hardware. The first thing we're going to need to do is to download ChromeOS Flex and write it to our flash drive. So we're just on Google and we're going to type in ChromeOS, one word, Flex. Go to the top result, it's the official Google webpage. Click on Try ChromeOS Flex. Scroll down a little bit. Interested in ChromeOS Flex for home? Click here. So there's two ways to create our bootable flash drive. The first is to use Chrome's extension, and it downloads and flashes it all by itself. The second option is to download the image manually and write it using Rufus. So I'll show how to use their extension. I'm just going to click Next, create the installer. Scroll down, go to the Chrome Web Store, let's follow that link, click Add to Chrome. Once the extension's been installed, just go up to the little puzzle icon, and we want to pin Chromebook Recovery Utility. There it is there. We can just click on it. I have opened it twice, so I'll just close one of them. Here we go. Click Get Started. Select a model from the list. Manufacturer. We want to scroll down to Google Chrome OS Flex and select a product, ChromeOS Flex. Click Continue. Now we want to insert our flash drive. Again, it will erase all data on the flash drive, so make sure it's either empty or you've backed everything up, because you will lose everything on there. And we're just going to insert it into our computer. And then from the drop down, we will just select it. There it is there, 28.8 gig, and click Continue. And you would just click Create Now. It will download the image and flash it automatically to the flash drive. It'll download the image and write it automatically to our flash drive. So the alternative way to do it, we go back to our ChromeOS Flex Step 2 page where we open the Chrome Web Store. We'll just keep scrolling down a little bit. And we want to download the ChromeOS Flex installer image manually. Once it's downloaded, you would extract it and write the bin file using Rufus as you would normally. So once it's finished writing, we want to safely eject our flash drive. So just right click down the bottom, eject, and we can unplug it. We'll go over to our old Windows 8 laptop now and try and get it booting. All right, we've put the ChromeOS Flex bootable flash drive into our Windows 8 laptop and it's gone into the BIOS. I'm gonna go across to boot and make sure it's above hard drive, which it is. So that's fine. We'll just save changes. And there's our ChromeOS Flex logo, which is good. Just be aware, before this logo came up, the whole screen was flashing black and white. So if you're a bit sensitive to that kind of thing, maybe avoid this distro. And it looks like it's finally loaded. Took about a minute. Click on Get Started. We'll try it first before we install it. Go Next. Just connecting to the Wi-Fi. And we'll go Personal Use. Next. And I'll just sign in, but be aware, if you don't want to sign in, at the very bottom you can click Browse as Guest. Unfortunately, this is as far as it gets when trying to sign in, so I think we will just continue as a guest. To get out of this, you just have to turn your Wi-Fi off. Just go down here and disconnect the Wi-Fi, you'll get an error. So we'll log in as a guest and we'll come back. So for some reason, Browse as a Guest also doesn't work. Clicking Accept and Continue does nothing. So I think I'm going to risk it and I'm going to reboot and try install it to our hard drive. See if that's any better. So we're back again. I have tried using a different flash drive just to rule that out, and it still doesn't go into guest mode and I still can't log in with my Google account. So instead we're going to try and install it to our hard drive. I've just clicked Install and we'll go install ChromeOS Flex. Click Install. It is going to wipe our hard drive, which is fine. I guess we'll come back once it's finished installing, hopefully with no errors. It finished installing and it did power itself off like it mentioned. I removed the flash drive, powered it on, and it did boot straight to this screen. Annoyingly, it still had the black and white screen flashing when it boots, so that could be a concern, again, if you're sensitive to that kind of thing. Let's see if it actually works. Go Get Started, connect to my Wi-Fi, go Personal Use again. And naturally it wants to install the latest update, even though this was the latest version we just downloaded maybe an hour ago. I do have the option to skip, so we'll skip that. Go next. And I will try signing in with my personal account again. Just a reminder, on the live USB, it just hung when it was trying to sign in, so we'll see if it actually works. Cool, it looks like it actually logged in. I'll disable error sending. And it did reset itself, which is a bit strange. And it has reset itself again, so it looks like it is stuck in a boot loop. We will snap it off there, I think. So it looks like ChromeOS Flex is just not going to install on this old Windows 8 laptop. There are a few issues when it was trying to boot the live USB, and even when it did finally boot, I wasn't able to log in or browse guest mode, and my first flash drive did eventually corrupt itself after the first few failed reboots. And then it tried to do a power wash, which is interesting since it was a live USB. I did go and create a second live USB using a different flash drive, this time one with a status indicator, and again, still didn't work. I did try installing it, and although it installed successfully, still had the random screen flashing when trying to boot. I was able to log in at least, but right before I got to the desktop it did crash, so I'm guessing there is a fatal error and this hardware just isn't supported. I would definitely like to try it again on a different laptop in future just to see how well ChromeOS Flex actually runs on older hardware, but I think that'll do it for today. If you have any questions or comments or similar issues, let me know down below. Otherwise, thanks for watching.